We are live.
We are.
Ba, 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 ba.
Was that
That's
the?
our that's our theme now.
That's what is that? Because I don't
Uh,
think.
it's from something.
If that's the thing. I don't think you can consistently do that every time. I don't think. I don't have faith in you to do that.
You shouldn't.
As a matter of fact, do it again right now.
Ba, 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 ba. Boo. That had to be. That had to be pretty close.
It was. It's not. It's not identical. Well,
This
welcome
is what
to.
happens when you show up on UnderWhat. You never know exactly what's gonna happen. In
Yeah.
fact, neither do we.
Neither do we. Literally, this is episode 4, and we only have one uploaded. So, is it really 4 or is it 2? I don't know.
We've never actually finished talking about a single topic that anyone's ever brought to the table, but it's okay.
Well, we have talked about
I
did
said
a
finished.
topic.
Yeah,
No,
that's a
we
big
did
difference.
it eventually. We just
No,
ended up-
I think your definition of finish, meaning the episode ended. But reality, the conversation, there was no like closure. There was no solution. There
Like,
was no,
oh, that's what you're gonna do.
like we start with this, we end with this. That's not. We started something and then let's go on a rabbit hole. Whatever happens, you know.
this is going to be the most meta, most fourth wall breaking podcast ever.
So I know what I want to talk about this week.
It's a podcast.
I mean,
Hold on,
I guess it
technically,
could be technically right.
yes.
Yeah, podcast,
I
YouTube.
I mean, it's just been podcasts. I mean,
Man, work for me. I'm here for it all.
just a show.
So-
about,
This week, I purchased an air fryer. And you know, I'm late to the game. Everyone else has an air fryer, and
Like,
I
whole lot
know
late.
by years I know. And the reason I know I'm late specifically is because everyone who's ever had an air fryer never stops talking about their air fryer, and hence I know for a fact that like, everyone in the world has an air fryer. So I was just questioning. Now that I have joined this elite club, is the talking nonstop about it, is that a default club that I'm already in because I've bought an air fryer, or is there a different sign up?
I think you have to use it. I don't know what the time frame is like, how often or how much you have to use it. But I think you just brought it. I'm not confident that you've used it yet. And also, if you only used it one time, I did not to brag about it every single day. You're not there yet.
I have only used it once, but if I use it today, like twice, 3 times,
I think you have to use it like 3 or 4 times a week.
That's a lot.
I
so
think
David,
at
you
least
don't
to
use
be
the air
considered-
fryer every day to brag about it?
I don't even know what else I use. Brittany mostly uses the air fryer. I just eat what comes out of the air fryer. I throw fries in there every once in a while, or like
Put
something,
Brittany
or to reheat food. I'm not putting Brittany on. If you wanted her to be on this call, you should have invited her.
What's her email?
I'll put it in the chat.
Robert, send her a link.
So apparently, we're going to have a surprise 4th guest.
Please
Maybe.
hold everyone. My Amazon package is here.
Oh please! Oh, you can
Hold on.
Your Amazon package is here. It's 8:25 at night.
That's what time they always deliver packages. They hit you with the before 9 o'clock, right? But it'd be like,
I normally have mine 6 o'clock latest.
I am back. Now, what
did
did
you get
I
air fryer
get for
part 2?
Basically, actually, yes, I got I got the
Look at this reveal.
ba, 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 ba. Air fryer. Oh wait, you know what? There's no product placement here. I got air fryer accessories.
Like you want me to show your product on camera, you have to pay me.
So like the tongs and stuff like that, or
It comes with a cake pan, skewer, and 5 racks, metal holder, silicone,
silicone. Wait,
Matt.
I don't know.
a pizza pan, and egg bite molds with lid.
So what did it come with in the first place? The original one, because you said 5 racks. I mean, did you not come with racks before?
Right.
No, I said 5 skewers, but you're correct. It did not come with racks.
So they just gave you
The fryer, the basket.
What kind? What did you make the first time? Am I frozen?
No.
No. I thought she was frozen for a moment, but then I saw her breathing.
I was thinking it was pork loin.
How was it?
We probably should have cooked it for 2 minutes less.
It was super
Dry.
dry.
Not super dry. Like we've had much drier food in this house. It's interesting because sometimes the cooking kind of falls like with one person making the sides and one person making the meat. And it's usually the same person making the meat. I'm not gonna say who. But quite a few times they have come back pretty dry to the point that we now have a electric thermometer, a regular thermometer. I had to get an oil temperature thing because I got sick of
What a fancy these things.
because
I'm trying to guess how hot it is.
because I got sick of going like, man, that is wild that I bit into this piece of chicken and it was not cooked all the way. Yet the outside was burnt.
Yeah, you had your grease way too high then.
Yep. Oh, were you fried chicken or sauteing?
It sounded like he was frying
Fried.
it.
Yeah, I normally either saute or bake.
Yeah, I mean,
bacon is a safe choice.
the bake's been successful, but the fried has only been successful after the oil temperature checker.
Yeah, if your oil is too high, and like you said, on the outside it's gonna look like it's done and crispy, and then the inside.
Oh no, it wasn't
it's raw.
done. It was like, oh no, that cannot cook any further.
Raw.
That is burnt.
On the outside, right?
There wasn't no put it back in for a bit. No, that outside is done.
It's donezo.
They're like, all right, fine, this is still fed, and you see blood.
Yeah, but then you can't do it because you go, oh, okay, so.
Yeah, that's how when Bert be cooking. Everything she cooks got to be well done. Like no pink, no, not even the slightest hue of pink. It's over.
Well, not even like for beef.
Not even for beef. Nothing.
I can understand like pork and chicken. I mean, those have to be like
Nothing.
Yeah,
I think we ordered it somewhere, and she literally asked, "Can I get it well done?" What she said.
well done. No, we went.
Well, not even like a medium steak.
Not even medium steak. She want her steak well done.
We went out to eat once, and some with Justin's family, and it's really funny. You know, it's someone's something. I wouldn't know. I'm just there. But the waitress goes to someone, "How would you like your steak?" The answer was done.
Done.
It's like, okay, we get it.
We get it. Okay. No need to be so abrasive. How would you like it? Done, of course. Done.
Like, why would you ask me that?
No, I had to wean myself off. I have to wean myself off of well done.
Because you break your jaw chewing forever.
Pretty much, I first with medium wells. Like, all right, that's fine. Medium fine. Medium rare is a bit too.
Yeah, that's how it's getting iffy.
Yeah.
So what's your choice then? Medium well?
Just medium.
And well, also depends sometimes where you go. Like if you go to a lower tier place, you're not getting medium.
Medium is less done than medium well, right?
Yes. But so it's been
after medium is medium rare, then it's rare, then it's
medium is less than medium rare.
He's going up as terms of doneness.
So medium is less done than medium rare, is what you're saying.
Medium's more done than medium rare.
That's what it sounded like if you didn't know he was going backwards.
Yeah, I was like, what? I'm like, I don't know it all, but I know that doesn't sound right.
But recently, I've discovered a love of sweet potatoes. You know, sometimes I have to tell Justin. Here's the thing. I tell Justin sometimes I go.
Oh, you wanted me to email the link to Brittany?
Oh, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, if you honestly, it really does. You know.
You want to get on the call? Yeah, I sent put the email in the chat.
I thought you just emailed it to her, but
huh?
Okay.
Yeah. You don't have to. If you want to, though.
Yeah, you don't have to. But we're
currently recording this live right now, though. So. When what? I mean, you just get on your laptop or your computer, something like that. It's up to you though.
If you want, yeah, no pressure.
You said what? Too much noise for what?
I mean,
Distracted.
we already hear David's background.
Yeah, she's saying she don't want to go talk us being distracted or something like that. We're always distracted. Oh, they already hear them in the background. That's what Rita just said. Yeah.
We already hear the boys. We still hear your smoke detector.
If we
She
can
said,
hear all of this conversation,
talking about, I hear the smoke detector still.
like we can hear the whole
Oh,
conversation.
pipe down, my man.
But I sometimes have to explain, like, growing up poor, you don't always know what good food is.
Yeah, we had to learn that.
Like maybe a few months ago, I had a raspberry by itself, and I said, "Wow, this is amazing!" Like, I've had a raspberry in a pie before, but I haven't ever had a straight raspberry. The hood ain't got raspberries. Like, where would I have gotten that from?
The hood does have raspberries. Nobody buys them.
Raspberries are way too tart.
I like it. I don't understand why they're
Blackberries where
fuzzy.
it's at.
Oh,
I'm more of a I'm more of a blueberry.
Shut up.
I don't like the inconsistent mush
Of the raspberry, right?
of all the round berries.
Are there berries that are square?
Well, raspberries surely aren't like regularly round, so
I mean, they more oval or circle than anything. But like I said, they are like they're like I feel like they look like they got a dry looking texture, and then they had like that little furry stuff on it. I don't know what
yeah,
that's about.
yeah. The first time I googled, "Can I eat this furry stuff?" Like, cause surely no one's out here peeling these, right? Like, that's gonna take.
It's like looking crazy.
Thought there were so many of these, but I'll
Yeah.
try.
Speaking of hairy fruits, I used to eat kiwis without peeling them, and I used to have. Look, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm judging me. Yeah, so I used to eat them. I didn't know, right? Because I was just eating them. I thought, I guess you actually could do that, but it's not like recommended to do it, right? So I was
Kiwi
eating them,
bit it.
and I think I was doing it too much to the point. Like one time, I was eating some, my mouth started like feeling a little itchy, and I was like, "What is this about? Like, what's going on here?" And then I was like, "I guess I should not be eating this anymore." So then I started like peeling and eating that way, but then I forgot about it and I bit into it again without cutting it. And my mouth was itching again. I was like, "Dang, I forgot."
Like, this feels familiar. One time I was in Chicago working one summer,
Whoop,
and me
whoop.
and the lady, she's not lady, she's actually younger. Me and the girl I'm staying with, though, we're like, you know what, we're gonna go to the store, we're gonna get a dragon fruit. They look so good. They look amazing. We're gonna get a dragon fruit. We're gonna eat it in the morning before we go to this camp. It's gonna be great. We're like looking forward to it. We get up early that morning. We're like, we're gonna peel this dragon fruit. It's gonna be amazing. Find your piece and you go, where's the flavor? Why does it look like this? And there's like no real flavor.
But
What
see,
is?
wait, I've never had it, so you have to peel it. Well, I mean, I think I'm fucking getting dragon fruit and star fruit mixed up. Is dragon fruit like shaped like a mango or something, right?
I believe so.
Mm.
I hope Happy answers him.
They stand right next to each other. They're playing Rayman, and he may or may not get back to him.
Yeah. Well, dragon fruits are kind of. Can you please Google it yourself? Kind of like a mango, but like weird other shapes, kind of like mini fires on a red mango, which is probably not the best description. But if
Yeah,
you
I don't know
Google
what
it,
the heck like I've seen dragons before, and I've seen fruits. I have seen dragon fruit before, but I can't think of. Oh, this. Oh, okay, this.
those things that
Opposite
look,
thing.
they look super cool. Like, that's going to be amazing. Like, one, the name dragon fruit.
Yeah,
Two, the look. Nothing about dragon fruit tells me like it's going to be a bland disappointment. But that's
is
what it
that
was.
bad?
It wasn't bad. Like, I wish it was bad. Bad would have meant it had flavor. There
Right?
was nothing. It was like, oh.
Yeah.
So,
Let me see.
but mangoes have a smooth aura.
Mangoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw this video of someone cut up or they cut up a mango and they got like the spoon and scooped it out. It looked so perfect. I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like in my mind, I was like, I will never get a mango like that. Ever.
Absolutely not.
I will leave this to the professionals and the people who do this for a living.
It ain't me.
It ain't me.
Oh.
No, this is what I sit back, I watch in amazement, and then when you're done, I eat it.
Yeah, I just want to be that person.
Oh, so I thought about it. And well, I not thought about it, but people told me I should start a YouTube channel around this concept because I'm talking about it all the time. So some people go to restaurants and they do normal things like I don't know, review the food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I typically go to restaurants and other places in general and review the bathrooms in my head. I just I just read it. And occasionally if I'm with a friend, I'll go, you go to the bathroom, tell me what you think about it.
So like, is this like how are you rating them? Or is it like I mean I need to know your like ranking, your tier, your process for this.
So here's what I think, right? I think so a clean bathroom that allows you to do your business and that's all. I'll give it like a 6 of 10, okay?
But okay, but now I have a question though. So do you feel like the cleanness of the bathroom depends on what business you're doing? Like if I'm just one in them, right? And it's like, do I care about it being clean, opposed to if I'm
No,
two
no,
in.
no, no. It does not matter because one, I guess as a girl, like all of my stuff is more involved than you, anyways. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
in my head, everything. I'm like, no. But here's the factors, okay?
Right, but it's
So
okay.
a bathroom where you can do your regular, where it's clean, and just nothing's wrong per se, is a 6 of 10. To get more than a 6, I want atmosphere. I want hand lotion. I want music playing. Okay, I want the toilet to flush immediately after I press that button. Actually, if you're an automatic toilet, you get points off because you can't recognize me, right? Do not flush while I'm toilet.
That's a thing. That is a thing. I do not want to feel sprinkly thingy on my patootie before I get up off it. This is not a bidet. I didn't sign up for a bidet. If it was a bidet, I can understand. But we're in America. We use American toilets. I don't want to hear sprinkly. I don't want to feel sprinkly thingy on my patootie until after I get up.
I mean, you better me. I wouldn't even sat down in a public bathroom.
But
Well,
still,
back
it's like,
to
dang, I'm still right here, though. I'm still right here. Like, stop flushing. Like, there's no need for this. Also, I have this thing about the distance between the toilet paper dispenser and the
Mhm.
door, right? I need the toilet paper dispenser to be right next to the door as well as the garbage. So after just the garbage and the door, because I don't want to get I'm sorry, paper towel. I meant get paper towel, walk 5 feet. Right, the garbage is next to the paper towel dispenser. Then I still gotta walk 5 feet to the door. How am I gonna open the door?
that's yeah.
I threw my paper towel away already.
I
Why
mean,
aren't these closer?
you gotta keep the paper towel with you then.
But now I gotta find the garbage outside of the bathroom.
Well, you can always play basketball.
I
Yeah.
don't. I'm
So
not
as a
confident.
person who's pretty bad at basketball, and,
So I'm
and,
not confident in
and,
her ability.
listen, now I gotta go back anyways. I'm like, oh,
You don't
dang.
have to, I mean, but yeah, it'd be the
I
right
mean,
thing to do, I guess.
but hand lotion, music,
Hand lotion,
distance.
where are you at? You're in a hotel at this point.
Ah!
Some of them have hand lotion, and I'm very pleased. I go, oh, thank God, I ain't gonna walk out with no ashy hands.
Okay.
I got medically dry skin, and I prefer to moisturize my hands before I go back out there.
All right.
Medically dry skin.
Dad used to get us prescribed lotion, so there used to be this weird container of prescription like moisturizer.
We have some prescription lotion for HAP.
Got it from the family.
For
See?
his arm, like it's like eczema. But so you talking about like the atmosphere. So if you're like in the bar or club scene and you're going to the bathroom, you talked about having music. If you hear the music from the club, does that count as hearing it in the bathroom? Is that the same?
I don't want that abrasive club music during my wish to be peaceful. I just want a bit of something.
Aren't those bathrooms generally going to be like ones though?
I mean, I don't. I've not been to a club many times, but once I went to the bathroom and I had to go so bad that I'm rushing. I'm rushing in the bathroom. Okay, I get in there. I'm like, oh man, there are so many stalls. I have a brief thought that girl's dressed similar to me, and then I did smack into a mirror because it was it was just a wall size mirror.
Why would you run towards yourself or anyone that looks like you?
I was going to the further stalls, which did not exist. They were just a reflection.
it was
Now you know how.
half as many stalls there you thought there was.
Now you know how many. Now you know how birds feel whenever they crash into a window.
Yes, which happens on my job all the time. I just watch them like.
Well, sorry for you, bro.
You got to go around the building. You can't get in there.
Fly around.
But my boss said that there's not probably most people doing bathroom reviews, and there's probably a market for bathroom reviews.
There is no market for it.
I care about bathroom reviews.
Think about it, Rob. When you outside in public, you want to use the best bathroom if you're not at home. I mean, that's valid.
If I'm out in public and I need to go, I'm just gonna find the closest place that's at least somewhat clean. Do my number one.
But
and
you
be
don't
done.
know.
Wouldn't it be nice if you knew, like a bathroom Yelp? Wouldn't it be nice if you
I'm
knew?
going number one. I'm gonna be out in 30 seconds.
I mean, I still want to be. If I can get a cleaner bathroom for the same price of $0, I'm gonna use a better bathroom. Why would you go to the bathroom hypothetically when you have to possibly flush the toilet with your feet, with your shoes or something?
Yeah,
I do that anyway.
And now you got to track bathroom floor germs,
urine, feces,
back to your house. I mean, I take my shoes off at the door too, but it's still the matter of fact that it's still on the bottom of my shoe.
Yeah, how do you know you didn't step in dog poop or something?
I mean, I guess you can step in anything. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
exactly.
But at least I know it did not happen in a bathroom with bathroom Yelp.
I mean, I'm like, that sounds cool to me, honestly. But the only thing is, you would have to go to several places to, either like do business or like just to walk in to get a feel for the vibe,
I mean, almost everywhere has a bathroom, so there's not a shortage.
You gonna go on the webcam? We're in bathroom at Taco Bell, as you see here.
It's gonna get so big they go, oh, Sheree, just come and clean that bathroom real fast.
I would rather start fun with flags.
Oh, that was fun.
What's fun with flags?
Big Bang Theory Sheldon, him and Amy. It was hilarious. It didn't last too long because people weren't
actually.
I never got into Big Bang Theory. One of those guys I found so irritating. Probably, I think the mushroom cut one.
Howard.
I couldn't deal with him, and I refused to have to sit through multiple episodes where he has to appear.
That show is hilarious. I used to watch it frequently, but then somebody who lives in this house, the other adult, decided they were going to watch it, catch it with me, and then pass me up and finish the whole seasons of ever. And now I've lost interest in watching it. And I used to love watching it, be cracking up, and now I can't get into it anymore.
I have shows where I watch the first season, think I'm like, this is a great season, but then they're like, well, going on our season break to make season 2, blah blah blah. We'll be back a year and a half later. I'm like, I don't care no more.
Yeah, that, and I don't remember what happened. I don't want to have to watch the whole season, right?
My favorite time watching a show is after its series finale. I'm like, yes, now's my time. Like, I can binge watch
the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
That reminds me.
That reminds you what?
I've been wanting to get to watch Numbers for a while. I've never got around to it.
Is it an old show? It sounds like it is.
It sounds old.
Yeah, I went off the finished them a while ago.
So
we should do that too. We should watch a show together and then come back one week and talk about it.
So hear this, right? So I'm sure you guys are familiar with the original Charmed. 3 witches, we're sisters.
Come on, WB. I didn't watch it though.
Yes.
It was more of a lady show.
Okay, well, the premise, 3 witches, sisters fighting like magic and stuff and saving the world. Fine. Okay, the show started out with 3 sisters. Prue. I shouldn't have started this conversation. I don't know their names.
Charlotte?
Anyways, no, Prue, Piper, and
Sabrina.
Phoebe. 3 piece. Prue was the oldest one. Okay, she dies. She gets run off the show. She dies, and they replace her. Okay, with a half sister. They're like, oh, who knew we had a half sister? Fine, whatever. Series keeps going. Series
Right.
end. Many years later, a new charm comes out. Okay, which we have now. Three sisters. One's already a half sister. It's the oldest one. She's already a half sister that they didn't know existed until their mom died. Okay, cool. There's three sisters. Why did she die in this show? And I'm like, why do we keep killing off the older sister? Like you can't, and because he already wrote her as a half sister that you guys mysteriously found. You can't possibly just mysteriously find another half sister and keep this going. Okay, like we can't. I think it's so frustrating. I'm like, don't you guys do? And you have to do it if you want to keep the show going. And they did. I'm like,
so is the one that's on now? Is it a continuation of the first one?
No, it's completely
rebooted.
It's complete reboot. Not that I thought it was necessary. And actually, my biggest problem with it is that the original series, all feminists, three girls, but it's not like an in-your-face feminism,
Mm-hmm.
They're just three girls fighting. And in this one, it's like, well, I'm a professor of women's studies. And our white lighter is like in the women's studies department, blah, blah, blah. And so we're going to constantly in your face tackle women issues as well as issues about race and transgender stuff. And I don't
social justice warrior bull stuff.
I think those topics are important, I respect everyone, but sometimes I just want to watch a show about girls fighting magic. Like I don't always need all these politics, okay? This is a magic show.
It's about magic. Stick to the magic.
Like, and I do, a lot of shows do that. They'll start discussing social issues. And for example, the new Candyman. I was excited. I liked the original Candyman. It kind of scared me as a kid. But the new Candyman was all like Candyman, and we're gonna discuss gentrification. This is supposed to be a scary movie.
Somebody please tell this to ESPN and quite frankly all the other sports leagues. When I come to watch sports and talk about sports, I only want to deal with sports. I don't want to deal with social justice issues. There's a corner for that. There's a corner for that. There's a corner to have that debate. But during a basketball game is not one of them.
Yeah, sometimes I just want to enjoy myself and escape reality.
So they want to snap back to reality.
What's the rest of the words?
October, oop, do.
I've never ceases to amaze me. But yeah, I need to get back to finish watching. I need to start a new season. So Netflix of DC Legends.
Haven't watched a single episode ever.
Oh man, I love it because it has two of my favorite things. It involves heroes and time travel. I mean, where do you go wrong? I mean, I don't think you do go wrong.
Fair.
I mean, it's amazing show.
Yeah.
I need to keep watching that.
Now that we're talking about DC, if anyone ever watches this video, I'd be very grateful if someone could bring back the game Infinite Crisis. It was DC's version of League of Legends. It lasted for about 8 months. It was amazing. And then I discontinued. It stopped. It wasn't popular enough. And I was like, oh.
Who was you playing it on?
The computer.
So they just stopped making it?
I guess it wasn't popular enough. But you could play as, various DC heroes and different versions of them, like Batman, Gaslight Batman from a different universe. I assume the Gaslight universe. I don't know. I don't read comics, actually.
Yeah, there was some superhero we used to play. I don't know what it was called, but it was like, I think it was like Marvel Alliance, stuff like that. And you different superheroes, and I think there was a game called DC Universe too, and that was a fun game. But times have changed.
I miss Brother 3.
Yeah, how are you yawning on camera? How dare you?
It's
can't help it.
No manners.
We're missing the divisive sibling.
The what?
Divisive sibling.
I thought I was the divisive one.
No, but he's the one who's will put things out like, oh, that's what you said.
Yeah. Or make blatant faces to let you know that what you said was not okay. Call out.
No, we go on without him.
Is that what you do without me one day, Robert? Going without me? You don't
Sure.
care?
Now I know for sure if I'm for every reason I'm able to make a show or a recording, it's gonna go on regardless because Rob don't care.
How many siblings can be down before an episode is not viable?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Two.
I was like, because I don't know
So
one-on-one to be.
We gotta start double teaming. It's like I can't make it, neither can I.
Yeah.
Uh,
We're doing our thing again, y'all. We started with the air fryer, and I don't know if you ever been. But we're not gonna get there now because I have another thing. All I want to do is become famous enough to be on shows and be a judge to try food. That's all I want. I just want to make it to that point of fame where I can be on TV shows trying food. Like I just want to eat good food all the time. Like
fair.
Okay, here's what you do. You guys.
Robert, wait. Robert, stop. Robert, stop.
Get some static.
Your mic is staticky.
Get it out your mouth.
I want to make it so. Hey, PJ. He can't hear me, but
yeah, he can't hear you.
He's gone. He's gone.
No, he's right here. You say hi to Rita? He's trying to do thumbs up.
Oh, you got your thumb. Last time I saw him, he couldn't get that right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it's been that 1 year that I haven't seen him. Man, he has gotten so much smarter. Let me tell you, okay?
How do I sound now?
You good?
Better.
Right.
So proud of him.
What were you saying about our dreams of being on the judges on cooking shows, or
Move to New York, move to Los Angeles.
Before he's famous, that's a risk.
yeah.
Well, a lot of people move to New York because they think, oh, if I'm going to have one chance to make it anywhere, I'm going to go to New York.
They go, if I can make it in New York, I can make it anywhere.
I live in a crappy 50 square foot apartment.
Closet.
I mean, I'm not looking to be famous. I just want to have some sort of fame. Like, I don't need to have followers. I just want to be like, hey, yo, if we need like a celebrity or something like that, oh, let's invite David, and he could be a guest judge on the show. I don't think I need to make it big. I just need to be known in some sense. Also, I wouldn't mind going down south because I feel like I don't know where the best food is at. I mean, I don't even know what my favorite cuisine of food is, but I feel like you can't go wrong with barbecue, right?
You can.
Unless you burn it.
I mean, that's with every food, Rob. I mean, honestly, like
burn it or over season it or over sauce it.
Yeah, but
put the wrong sauce on the wrong meat.
I'm still voting barbecue's my favorite cuisine. I mean, I just don't know what other choices I can think of right now, honestly, either.
So, speaking of being famous enough reminds me, there's a new show that ABC, I believe, is going. Yeah, ABC is going to release called Claim to Fame, where irrelevant siblings of famous people.
Wait, so which one of y'all is famous? And everyone else is irrelevant. So who's the famous one?
But the show's irrelevant siblings of famous people try to step out from their famous sibling shadows. And the people to host it are Kevin and Frankie Jonas, the other two Jonas brothers, okay?
The ones who weren't
no.
or Nick.
No. Yeah, they're not Joe or Nick. You can only.
Who is it? Frankie?
Frankie the youngest, and Kevin the oldest.
Yeah, I know Kevin. Yeah.
Kevin's technically in the band, but he's not as famous as Nick and Joe. And then Frankie, their much younger one, which is pretty funny because they're like a show about irrelevant siblings. Let's get these two siblings that people have maybe heard of, but.
So Frankie and Kevin are the hosts.
Yes.
I didn't know there was a Frankie.
To be fair, he's like 7 to 8 years younger than the rest of them.
Do they look like him still?
You say, does he look alike?
Yeah.
I honestly cannot tell you usually when people look alike but he's definitely their full brother with the same mother and father. So,
Because I know Joe got that one famous song, right?
Cake by the Ocean.
Yeah, something else that
To
came
be
out.
fair, Jonas Brothers had reunited, just to be clear, and I did go to a concert.
Oh, when?
Uh, it was a bit before COVID started. It's probably December 2019.
Did they sing that song 3000?
No, I did not go back to their flashback concert, unfortunately. That's the one I wanted to go to the most. But they did have a flashback concert where they sang all their old hits when they were first getting back together for the second time. But I had to go to a concert because I
You
wanted
had
to.
to?
Well, I wanted to go to their concert the first time, but I was still poor. And the second time that I could afford to go to a concert, they like broke up like 2 months after announcing that they were going to go on tour. And so this time I said, "Oh, they're reunited. I got to get it in now. They may break up again."
And they may break up in a month or so.
Yeah, like it's already happened twice. I gotta go.
So talking about irrelevant, so you say irrelevant, so you're talking people along the lines of like Noah Cyrus.
Excuse me. I don't. I think Dave is a real person probably called. Noah Cyrus is more relevant than the other Cyrus siblings. Technically, that's the fact that I said other Cyrus siblings. Okay,
There's
there were.
more.
Yes, there's Branton Cyrus, who is the brother right after Miley. And then there are, I believe, their half siblings. And now I was like, I know a lot about the family, but I was a Disney Channel kid and I loved Hannah Montana, okay? And that's to clarify why I know all this information. Also, speaking of that family, apparently their parents have announced that they're separating again.
The first time I heard of Noah Cyrus is when she called Candace Owens nappy headed. Uh, can I don't know if
I'm
she just
not
added it.
saying I don't have many opinions or views that I agree with Candace Owens, but I'm not sure if someone not of the black race is allowed to call someone of the black race nappy headed, honestly.
Yeah, she called Candace Owens a nappy headed hoe.
Like, I'm not saying that you can't call her anything, but go, ooh, I don't think you can say nappy headed though.
Nah, she got a bit of pushback from that. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know if you remember. You probably wouldn't. Don Imus. He was a shock jock radio host. Back back in 2000, I believe 2006.
Oh, and I was in sixth grade, so definitely not.
I believe out of 2006 or 2007. Um, he was watching the NCAA women's tournament, and he was talking about the women's Rutgers basketball team,
Mm-hmm.
and he called a bunch of called the team uh, nappy headed whatever, and yeah, he got pretty much got took off the air like.
Yeah, it's really not an appropriate thing to. In fact, if I was getting my hair done by someone black and they called me nappy head, I'd be like, "Well, dang! Like I am paying you to do. Like I am still offended, even if you are black and doing my hair. I knew personally. I'm like, in fact, I got offended by someone doing my hair a few weeks ago. And she said, "Your edges are outrageous," and I thought, "You're right. My edges are outrageous, but I am paying you to do my hair. Like that is rude." Yeah, I don't think I think the people who can call your hair nappy, oh, he is gone.
No, he's not gone. I just removed his picture from the
Oh,
stream until he came back.
I think the people who can call your hair nappy are pretty much you and your mom who's complaining about doing your hair. Like,
Yeah,
but
I've
no one
never
else.
I've never heard of Dappy be used as anything other than an insult.
Yeah, like it's not appropriate.
Yeah, it's just
It,
like even when other black people use it,
it's literally that same phrase, nappy headed hoe.
it's an insult. Just like nappy itself.
Yeah.
Like where does that term even come from?
Word search. Nappy. Oh, you know. Okay, well, it took me to the baby nappies. So
Nappy head.
yeah,
I don't know. Nappy and
Nappy's history is tangled up in the arrival of the first slave ships on the coastlines of the Americas. The likely origin of the term is the word nap, which was used to describe the frizzled threads raising from a piece of fabric. So maybe, but who knows?
eh,
Fuzzy layer of yarn or cloth.
probably one of these shows we're going to talk about terms that we're not allowed to use.
Yeah.
Because
There's a interesting and long list. That is, it's one of my favorite terms that really is a generational divide. I grew up 2000s, late 90s basically, and one of the huge things that I think my generation, our generation, really got kind of pushed was that we cannot say that, like, you cannot say retarded. Like, that is not a thing we say anymore. We don't say retarded.
yeah, we used to be able to say that.
And so I don't know anyone around my age who says retarded, but people who are older than me, nice people, and they'll just really go, "That's retarded," and in my head I go, "Retarded? You can't say that anymore."
Yeah, see, there's a transition point pretty much somewhere like somewhere like around like David and Isaac's graduation year, cause where I come from, we use retarded.
There was a point in my childhood where it was okay, and then once at some point in time it was no longer okay for my generation. Like, it was widely adopted. We couldn't say retarded. As well as there used to be that push by Wanda Sykes in a commercial where it'd be like some teenage boys would go, "That's so gay," and she would go, "That's so like teenage boy." You see, it's not nice to use your identity to describe something.
We used to be able to do say
And
that too.
and I was talking, now the only times you can really say is "that's gay" is when something's legitimately, you go, "Oh no, there were two guys having sex in there. That's gay." Like, but you cannot, but you cannot use it as like a blanket like thing to mean anything else.
Well, I wonder if we're still allowed to play the Flintstones theme song, because gay used to mean happy.
Well, not well. Some people will still, but not often. Usually it's just means homosexual. Like that thing is actually gay.
Oh, this social justice
It
warrior
is. I'm really
nonsense.
interested in the terms that I use now that will be not acceptable by the time I'm like 35. Like, what terms am I gonna feel like? Really, I can't say that.
I would say you don't even have to wait till you're 35. Just wait like 6 months.
Well, it has to be. It's interesting because I think the weird thing about terms being, let's say, canceled is that they're canceled via a certain platform. Like, the message is gotten out via a certain platform, really targeting a certain age group and audience, which I think is the reason behind the divide of people who say X thing and people who don't, because it goes, "Hey, that wasn't targeted towards you." So it's very likely the new term that's been canceled. I've not heard. I've not been notified it's been canceled because I'm not on TikTok or anything. Okay, so I'm probably walking around saying something that someone else would go, "Whoa."
Yeah, I really don't care about being offensive.
I will not be intentionally offensive, but if I just don't know, I don't know. And if you tell me, I'll go, "Oh, okay. Well, thanks for telling me." But I'm not going to use anything overtly offensive. Like,
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I think like it's one thing like if I'm like not trying to be like overtly offensive and like the whole not knowing that it's offensive, something like that, that's
mm-hmm.
one thing. Like, but then there's also the I'm offensive. I'm trying to be offensive to prove a point. And I'm going to prove my point just to prove how absurd you are.
And that is sometimes necessary, um, but I'm not out to hurt no one's feelings. I'm just like, dang, though. Sometimes it's hard, it's hard to not hurt my own feelings. Sometimes I look myself in the mirror and I go, get your life together. Actually, one of the funniest things I had to experience was when COVID first started. I was, I'm working from home and I'm literally going through like a crisis. I'm like, you just graduated school. You're not doing anything. You're lazy. You don't have a job. And I was like, no, 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 no. You do have a job. You're not lazy. You just got sent home. It's okay. You are not failing in life. You literally have a job. You're fine. Like, it's just that it feels off because you're constantly at home.
No, I went through that stage a few times. Uh, Either when I actually didn't have a job, or like if I had the job and it's just like
Mm-hmm.
something that's barely paying the bills, like
Mm-hmm.
not like something where it's like, oh, COVID happened, we just stuck at home, like something that's honest, it's like beyond your control.
Yeah.
Especially like if it's case like, oh, I'm like, is especially you're like, okay, I'm still doing the same job, I'm just working from home.
That was a tough transition for me, especially because I guess I had just started out my job, quite frankly, like in January. We I sent home in March, and the interesting thing is that my team was downstairs in our office building, and we got moved upstairs probably the beginning of March, and then we got sent home by mid March. So we're just now really coming back to seeing a lot of the people more times.
Uh
So
huh.
there are some people who I'm like, oh, that's who you are. People are like, you didn't. People are like, you didn't know her. No, I had like 2 weeks to know her, and then I didn't see her for 2 years. So,
I talked to her on the phone a couple times. Maybe I saw her on camera once or twice, but
oh, we have not turned cameras on in meetings since probably like the first month of COVID. So I'm like, I don't know. One girl got married during COVID and she emailed me, and her last name was changed. And I thought, who gave this new employee my email? And it took until we went back to office to go, oh, that's the same person. And she just got married.
you ain't tell us she ain't got married. Like,
we weren't exactly like we're friends now, but like I mean, I worked there for like 2 months, and you know me for like 2 weeks. And I'm not even on your team, so there's no reason for us to really ever talk.
right. I don't know if David's ever getting back.
Yeah, we should probably end this. This did not go well.
Well, no, we're also 47 minutes in.
Yeah,
This is what happens when you show up at UnderWhat. We
yeah.
don't have a set time frame. We don't have a set plan.
Some siblings don't show up. Some siblings leave.
We just roll, and whatever happens, happens. But
And maybe it goes to YouTube, but probably not.
we'll get it there eventually. But yeah, anybody who's actually watching, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the
Ding.
notification bell so that you actually get notifications.
And you
And
can
make sure,
listen to us talk for like 50 minutes straight about who knows what.
yeah, and make sure you actually, if you did subscribe, make sure you actually check the subscribe button because sometimes YouTube be a bit mean sometimes and they unsubscribe you and yeah, but
And if
definitely
you
hit the
subscribed, actually watch the whole video.
yeah, definitely like it, comment. It helps the algorithm. You know,
And if you have anything you want us to talk about, please tell us and we will try our best to address that topic, but do not hold your breath.
we may start the topic, but then go off on a tangent. You got an outro song?
Oh, do. That's really from some Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? That's what I'm doing. That's what it's supposed to be.
Okay, let us not get copyrighted.
Dee dee
Bye,
da da do da da. It's different now.
bye, bye, bye,
Bye.
bye, bye.